Hello again, folks. My name is niXcraft, and welcome on back to the series Surviving with niXcraft. We are in episode 19 today. I'm just hanging out at the mob farm so I could heal up some of my tools. We are fresh off a stream, doing some terraforming and a little bit of mining and stuff over at the castle project. But I'm gonna need some full tools here for a project today. We've got some big plans, but I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. I'll be right back with you. Oh yeah, that's a lot of levels. Heading back to the base now, fully healed up and everything, we could head over to where I think is going to be the build site for this area. And pretty much across the mountains. We're living here down in this valley, and we have a village up top here, full of villagers. So I think the plan is to make a villager breeder somewhere over here, and then connect it up to our little cave base over here with a giant bridge going across. So a lot of building today. And before we get building, a quick shout out to all of you. We made it to 100 subscribers. I appreciate all the support. Here's to many more. And also, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's good to see if you're new here. And also leave a comment and all that, and like, and yeah, let's get going. I think I want to start by just laying down a line of blocks connecting up to the other side of the mountain, just to see where it meets up. If we're 2 blocks short or so, we could always terraform the land a little bit, but let's just bridge across all the way to the other side and see where we meet up. You know what? We are pretty close to even with the surface here. I might have to go one more over. There we go, now I could reach. That's a pretty good spot. We could probably get this going. My plan is to just kind of have a little space where they could dock up over here, and then I think there's like sort of a hole down into the mountain where we could see in somewhere over here. Yeah, I think this is it. So we could sort of just make a track going down into the area over there, and that's where we will start our trading hall that I had mentioned before. We'll definitely have to clear some trees and stuff out in this area, and I'm thinking we'll have a build over there where the villager breeder is, and then a little house here too where the minecart enters in. It'll be kind of like a villager monorail system. It's not a bad title. But I think right before we get into building the bridge, we should probably take care of the villagers first and make sure we have a good breeding system set up, and then we could figure out getting them across. Making the tightrope walk all the way back to the other side, I think I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming over here because, as I'd mentioned, I think I want to do a little build over the villager breeder because sometimes those things don't really look the best. It's basically just a couple villagers trapped in an area so we could have them produce children for us. If your build does not start with massive amounts of terraforming, then you are doing it wrong. Gathered ourselves up a box full of stuff. We got some potatoes to feed the villagers, and of course, all the blocks to build this villager breeder. Now I'll be using a Silent Whisperer design, and I will link his video in the description. By the way, these are not exact amounts for the blocks you'll need. I just grabbed all the materials that I thought we need. Hopefully it's everything. Throwing down some chests here in this hole, and this is actually where our baby villagers will be standing. We're going to have some water a block above their heads. They're actually too short and they won't float up to the top, and that's the whole idea. It'll filter out all the adults into a separate chamber, and we can send them on their way to the trading hall. Placing in our water over here, and this is where the babies will eventually grow up and flow over. We're going to break these blocks over here now. They were just temporary. We're going to add water sources here. That's why I got a infinite one over here. I guess it's going to rain now, but now that this is set up, we could head to the top, and we're actually going to start the chamber where we are putting our villagers that we're breeding. So they're basically going to be sitting on these glass panes, and the babies are small enough where they could fit through and they'll land right in the water down there. That's my kind of weather. Now we put a trapdoor here in the middle to actually separate these two villagers. They'll kind of have their own chamber in each area here, And I'm just going to grab up the rest of my glass and contain this area up, put a roof on it, and we got to put some villagers in this spot. This is looking like quite the monstrosity at this point, but we will cover it up with a nice build in a minute. But I wanted to show you guys something. Completely by accident, I lined up this farm perfectly where I put the bridge, and this is where we're going to be sending out the villagers. If I grab a couple rails here, we're going to place them down, and because they're all being pushed into this corner by a water bucket, we should be able to pick them up through a block and then send them off on their way. So this worked out really well. Okay, in the village now, and I've got ourselves a boat and a lead. I need 2. Oh, they're already breeding villagers in here too, so we may have lost a couple, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get this guy. He's got a job, and I don't even know what it is, but I broke every single block in this village, workstation that is, and he's still got a job, so I wonder what he's connected to. Oh well, he'll just make some babies for us, I guess. Let's get you a friend. Put down this blast furnace, and it looks like we have someone who's interested. I should be able to just kind of nudge him into the boat from here, hopefully. Come on, buddy, get in there. We got it. You can do it. Hey, he's in. Alright, 2 villagers, check. Now we just gently drag them outside the barriers of the village, replace the fences, and I think we did it. Okay, this got a little messy. I got them out of the boat and had a minecart set up here to get them up to the top, and yeah, they kind of just scattered and ran away, so I got this guy kind of on a minecart track from all the way back over at the village. This guy's stuck in a boat. Probably gonna box him in some blocks before I break him out of that boat for the next time, but let's push this guy down the hill and hopefully he makes it up to the top. Go ahead, buddy. You got enough power? Oh yeah, he's gonna make it. Perfect. And number 2 is on the way. Perfect. With both villagers in their place now, guys, I laid out a bit of a, foundation and spent some time in creative. I think it's time to kick this off into our time-lapse and build up our first build of the day. So I'll be back in just a minute. See you soon. Hey there folks, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and as you could see, I did a little bit of building off camera here and kind of finished detailing out the build. I think it's looking fantastic. A lot of work went into this just to cover up the villager breeder, but the inside is looking a little plain. I just added sort of this little staircase so we can make it up to the top and easily throw these guys potatoes or carrots or whatever we need to do. And we've got room over here for some beds to put down, and also down on this floor. And as you can see here, in the sort of side area where we're sending off the minecarts, I think this is going to be the build palette for our bridge over here. We're going to have this strip of deep slate in the middle, and a little bit of stone brick, and andesite, with these little pillars coming off of it, and a lantern on top. I might workshop these a little bit. Maybe we'll throw some campfires in there. Who knows? But yeah, we've got a lot of building ahead of us, but I think this is a great start. Okay, managed to get these guys' inventory full of food. They got potatoes and carrots, and I believe they are linked to these two beds. So hopefully, if I place one more down like this, they should realize they can make another baby villager. And I'm hoping we're far enough away from that village over there that nobody links to this one, but we're just going to wait and see. Put down an extra bed just to be safe, but I'll leave you guys be. Okay? No need to look at me. I'm not watching. Just do your thing. Oh, there we go. We've got some heart particles here, and we should see a baby dropping through, hopefully. Hopefully I don't interrupt them. We'll stay down here. And it should just kind of, yep, there he is. Sit on these chests, and his head isn't tall enough yet to reach into the water. But once he grows up, he'll be ready to send off. So we're going to have to make this bridge, I guess. Extending this cobbled deep slate line out with a little bit of stone here. We're going to mix in the rest of the blocks. But this is going to be another big build, guys. So I'm thinking we're probably going to kick this off into time-lapse number 2 of the episode and get building on this bridge. So we'll be back. Hey there folks, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and a lot of building got done today. If we could take a look here, finished detailing out the build with some leaves and stuff. I love the arches going through it and everything, and it adds so much to the background of our base in this valley here. But I do have some good news regarding the villagers up here at the house. We could see once we get to the top, we do have a villager and a minecart over there, so all of our babies grew up. And we actually have 2 more in the chamber ready to go, so I'm just going to have to lay some rails down along this bridge and we're pretty much done here. So I think it's time that we test this for ourselves and see if we could ride this minecart all the way to the other side. So we're a villager now, just fresh out the breeder, and it looks like these things are catching and we're making it all the way to the other side. So eventually I'm going to have a little build right here with a track going down into the cave base over here. And that's where we will set up a trading hall eventually, but I think that's for another time. I'll probably spend some time on streams detailing this build and getting the other one in on the other side, but for now, I think that's going to do it for me today, folks. I appreciate everybody coming by and joining me for this build today, and I hope to see you soon in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.